So guys, we're starting to see a slight pullback in the crypto markets. I talked about this in a few episodes on my YouTube channel, and right now I talked about it yesterday if we're going to be shooting up to the inauguration or if we're going to be dipping down based off of specific indicators around the total market cap for crypto, as well as Bitcoin, and the total 2 chart for altcoins are really pointing to the fact that we could be seeing some choppy price action. I want to talk about the specific indicators you need to be focused on, the sentiment in the crypto markets, and overall how you need to be positioning yourself. If you're new to my channel, go and check out the rest of my content. Intermediate trader, documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on indicators around Bitcoin, altcoins, how you guys can position yourself when rotations happen, as well as the day-to-day events that is happening in the crypto markets. Right now, there's a lot of, choppy sentiment in terms of where we're going to be going, and I want to give you guys the perspective around specific crypto analysts, what we've been talking about. If you're not new to the channel, subscribe, stay tuned guys, because I keep you guys updated with everything going on. But I want to jump into the charts and exactly what you need to focus on. Let's get into it. So guys, like I said, the crypto markets have been choppy. Bitcoin had a slight pullback sitting at 96,000. We're sitting at 102,000 just about a day ago, 2 days ago. The price action around Bitcoin dominance, the wick pattern, is starting to shoot back up, and the total 2 chart is feeling the squeeze right now. Justin Bennett had talked about this, and I had kept you guys updated on this for the last week or so, which is, really important. Keeping up with the day-to-day price action, the macro events, as well as overall a broad perspective as what's going to be happening. I give you guys my predictions for the next week or so based off of specific indicators from analysts and the sentiment in the markets. But just a minute talks about how, given how Bitcoin finished in December, nobody should be shocked to see Bitcoin pulling back this week. And he talked about this in a previous post. We actually jumped into it in yesterday's video. If you're new to the channel, go check out that video. But overall, it's pretty much the price action around Bitcoin and pretty much the wicks that we are seeing closing out Bitcoin and how we didn't sweep specific patterns. Based off of this, just shows that Bitcoin, the price action around Bitcoin, is kind of weak and deviations were planned and anticipated. If you're not new to the channel, you have been anticipating slight dips. You're not too worried. Benjamin Cohen also made a joke. He says, good thing everyone is diversified, because overall, guys, the crypto markets as a whole are seeing a huge pullback. And this is something that you should, understand, especially with specific events that are happening around the US economy, the inauguration that is pulling up. There's a lot of different things that happen and a lot of price action. And whenever we see an overall squeeze on the whole market, that can let you know that it's not just your specific altcoins, it's overall the markets that are just responding based off of the price action from the markets in the US, as well as overall how liquidity is moving around. I saw a great post from Crypto Mitch, and now he says, I remind you on the fact that altcoins do have severe corrections through bull cycles. Having a large return doesn't come easy. During those 10% corrective days, don't let your emotions take control. Do the opposite. For now, hold and add on dips if you can. And now, I've been talking about this in the last 2 weeks. Whenever we saw those crazy dips about 2 weeks ago, I talked about how you might want to be taking advantage of the dips. If you thought we're going to be deviating lower, then you waited out. I waited out, allocated a little bit of funds to the market, but overall didn't allocate as much as I probably would have. And now we're starting to see a rip up. But now we're starting to see corrections and we're starting to see pullbacks. And a lot of people are sniping the top. They're pretty much talking, blasting the top practically, buying at the values when everything is shooting up really high. But it's pretty much because altcoins more than likely could be seeing a huge liquidity shift. And right now, this is where, you got to have commitment around your altcoins. If you're investing in long-term actual projects that are building real tech for Web3 and infrastructure, then you feel confident in your bags. My bags right here, I feel pretty confident in my bags with the exception of like 2 meme coins that are in the bag. Overall, every coin that I'm invested in has some strong understanding as to how they're going to place themselves in the Web3 space, as well as overall, because mainly my bag is around AI, how they're going to play a space in that AI space, AI agent, AI infrastructure, and overall just implementing in between. But overall, guys, altcoins do see corrections through bull cycles, and you need to understand this. If you're an altcoin investor, you need to be holding strong, because dips will happen, and they are starting to happen now. Moostats is talking about how altcoins, after a breakout, comes a retest. No need to worry, to be honest, in his opinion. He says price follows the path. RSI soon reaches the trend line, as has has been said so often, opportunities. And he shows the inverted head and shoulders pattern right here, just pointing to the fact that we're about to see a huge rip up. But this is where I, implore you to have take every perspective with a grain of salt. I always have the perspective that, right now we are ripping up. We are starting to see some slight pullbacks. If we look at my portfolio, you can see across the board for the 24-hour, everything is down, 11%, 10%, 14%, 16%. But overall, if you look at the assets on the 7-day, up 22%, 89%, 55%, 26%, 27%, 85%. A lot of these coins, guys, are ripping up very significantly. And right now, moving into the inauguration, there's a lot of different sentiment as what's going to be happening for our altcoin bags. I think that we need to have more price action around Bitcoin to really determine if we're going to be, busting out of this zone, or if we're going to be reaching this current resistance and breaking back down. Right now, the Bitcoin dominance chart is starting to wick back up, but we did start seeing a low breakdown. So I could see us, breaking down, moving into the inauguration, especially with a lot of people allocating to altcoins right now. But it's really important to keep up with these charts, guys, because this is really what's going to let us know if we're going to be dipping down really hard or if we're going to be shooting up. But wiping everything to the side, guys, right now, specific indicators around Bitcoin dominance, around that total 2 chart, as well as USDT dominance, and overall how liquidity is shifting in the market is super key right now. A lot of altcoin investors believe that we're going to be shooting up to Valhalla. So the best thing for you to do is hold during these dips and allocate whenever we have dips, because it's an opportunity. Multiple people have different perspectives on what's going to be happening. No one truly knows what's going to happen. But this is why I make these videos, guys, to give you guys the sentiment in the markets, point to the fact on what is actually happening, the numbers that are being cooked up, and overall exactly how you can position yourself. But I want to run back through everything again, let you guys know exactly what I'm focusing on with these specific posts and exactly how I'm positioning myself. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting at around 96,000, chopping down from 102,000 just about 2 days ago, which is really crazy. Bitcoin dominance is starting to wake back up. Many people think Bitcoin dominance is going to be crashing down moving into March, May, just like how we saw back in 2024. Study the 2024 pattern. But overall, this is really a, time to really let time determine what's going to be happening. Overall, the total 2 chart is seeing a slight dip. Justin Bennett talked about with the price action around Bitcoin, how Bitcoin finished in December. Nobody should be shocked to see Bitcoin pulling back this week. We didn't sweep specific wick patterns whenever we started deviating really low. If you didn't watch yesterday's video, go watch yesterday's video, talk about that. But overall, as a fact, you can see that the price action around Bitcoin is really, really weak, and we're starting to see some deviations. Benjamin Cohen is showing how overall across the board, he says, good thing everyone is diversified. It was a great joke because overall, the overall markets are very, very negative. Everything is taking a hit right now. So this isn't just your altcoins. As a result, everything is being moved. The US markets are taking a hit. Altcoins, the crypto markets are taking a hit. Everything is moving. So you need to understand how liquidity shifts and understand that these squeezes are just a part of the process. Michael, Crypto Mitch now talks about that. He says, I remind you on the fact that altcoins do have severe corrections through bull cycles. Having a large return doesn't come easy. During those 10% corrective days, don't let your emotions take control. Do the opposite. For now, hold and add on dips if you can, which is what I'm currently doing right now, guys, waiting to see more price action around these specific assets to really determine where we're going. Mustache jumps in and says, after a breakout comes a retest. No need to worry. Price follows the path. RSI soon reaches the trend line, as has been said so often. Wow, man, those words together just cooked me up. All right, he says overall, though, these are opportunities. If you look at the markets right now, we are starting to see 10% pullbacks, 14% pullbacks, 16% pullbacks, but a lot of assets are up very significantly. So right now, guys, this is the time where you need to start allocating to the positions that you really truly believe in. Now, do I believe in blasting the top? No, I do not believe in blasting the top. I tell you guys, create validation before you start to allocate to a specific position. And right now, everything is rallying super hard. So a lot of people are experiencing what's called FOMO. You do not want to miss out on all the gains. So you are planning to just allocate to the market, which is not the smartest decision. The best thing to do is to wait and have that capital sitting to when we have dips like this, and then allocate some funds into the market. But from there, you can really determine if you want to start blowing your whole load or if you think that we're going to start deviating a little bit lower. But overall, guys, that is currently what's happening in the crypto markets. That's also how I'm currently positioning myself. I need to have more data based off of how Bitcoin is reacting, the price action, and also how altcoins are reacting to that as well. Moving into the next few weeks with the inauguration happening, we're going to start to see a lot of news start to pop up, either positive or negative, and this is going to be showing how the overall crypto markets are going to respond. I shoot day-to-day content, guys. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since 23, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events and price action around Bitcoin, altcoins, and how you guys can position yourself. And right now, it's really key to keep up with the day-to-day, because one day everyone thinks we're going to rip up, the other day everyone thinks we're going to be crashing down and dying. And that's why on this YouTube channel, I gave you guys my perspective in a few episodes, 2-3 episodes ago. I talked about how altcoins are going to be crashing, and then yesterday I talked about how altcoins could be potentially ripping up into the inauguration. But you got to understand these different perspectives, and if you're not watching every single video and you just watch one of my videos, then you're probably thinking I'm a bear, or you're thinking I'm a bull at the wrong specific periods. And this is why it's really important to keep up with every single thing. But overall, guys, I drop daily content every day, so stay tuned with my channel. I keep you guys updated with that price action, the specific sentiment and news that you need to know, as well as overall how analysts are allocating and positioning themselves in the markets. Right now, I need to see how everything is going to be cooked up, but in the next few weeks, we're really going to know. Overall, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of the markets. What is going to be happening? Are altcoins going to be ripping up? Is Bitcoin dominance going to come back and shrek our altcoins? I do not know. Let me know down in the comments. I have my predictions. You guys have seen it on the channel, but let me know what you guys think. Other than that, hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. I drop daily content every day, so stay tuned. Peace.